So I'm a business strategist for mompreneurs. So what I do is I help mompreneurs raise their businesses while they're raising their kids so that they can do it on their own terms, because moms in particular, like, we don't have a lot of time. It's not like we can pull all-nighters. We can't hustle like Gary Vee always says you need to do in order to be successful. So we have to do things a little differently, because we have different priorities. So that's what I help mompreneurs to do. And you can find me at just AllisonHardy.com. So so funny story. I made it one of my 2017 goals to work with you, Taylor. You and I first met through another group coaching program that I was involved in. You were a guest coach on. And that was like March 2016. So I had been stalking you for a really long time. And I remember in that coaching program, I was like, holy moly, this woman knows her craft. Like, she's got it together. So I was like, okay. And then I decided 2017 was my year to like scale and just go for my business. Like, just unapologetically go for it, 100% in. But then you launched this 6-figure ambition program in January, and I just had my best month ever. I launched a group coaching program. So when you launched this program, I was like, okay, this is how I'm going to do this. Like, I'm going to work with Taylor in this group coaching program, and this is going to be it. And one of the things that you really helped me to do was to book my programs fully by not killing myself, by doing a lot of things on automate and like developing a really hardy sales funnel and figuring out my Facebook ads, because I was doing Facebook ads, but not really, really well. In May, I topped my best month ever by $6,000. So I went from a 10K month to a 16K month. I did it on my terms. Like, I wasn't feeling burnt out. I wasn't feeling pressure by the money like I had in the past. And I did it really like easily. And I feel weird saying that, because I always feel like I used to feel like business had to be a struggle. Yeah. But it was like one of the easiest months I'd ever had. And I had these amazing results. So that's kind of my process so far. I always like group coaching programs because you get the people along with that. Yeah. So like when I had my 16K month, I was feeling some sort of resistance. Like, I was like, can I, do this again? Was this just a fluke? Like, who am I to make 16K in 1 month? And I'll never forget, I felt really ridiculous posting this in the group, but like, I needed to say it out loud or like post it out loud. Yeah. I said like, this is how I'm feeling. And someone commented back, Allison, this is just your new normal. Like, this is how it's going to be from here on out. And I was like, really? Like, what? You were like super involved. I couldn't, like, at some points I was like, Taylor, you're giving me like too much in this group. Cause it was like, I would post something, you would answer it. I would ask another question, you would answer it. Like, we would just go back and forth. And it was a really like intense way of doing a group coaching program. Like, I never had that kind of support before. Yeah. I'm really like ruthless with my time. Like, I do not work 12-hour days. I don't do it because I have like a kid and I have like a husband who I actually like to see, and like I have a life outside of my business. So like, I don't work crazy hours. I work in the summer. Now I'm working around 3 hours a day. And that's if my son naps, like if that happens. So like, I don't work a lot. And so when I went into the program, I was a little worried about that. It was definitely something that, if I'm kind of maxed out on time, like, how am I going to add this other thing into my business? I went into it understanding that I was probably not going to get it all done every single week. Like, I knew that. I knew that going into it. But I was going to get done the things that I really needed to do. So like the modules, they maybe weren't in like the order I needed them to be in, but I like the webinar one, for example, and the event one, for example, I'm doing a webinar in a couple of days. So like, I've gone back to that and I'm like going through that now. So even if you don't get to it all, it's really not a big deal because you still have all the information and you still have the Facebook group and you still have all the recorded calls. So like, you can go back and go through the information again. Yeah. So every Monday we got a new module emailed to us, and the modules, they varied in length, but I would say that maybe the max was like 10 pages at the most. But what the modules did is they walked you through really step-by-step the topic. And it was really easy to follow. It was really like digestible. You could like do chunks. You didn't have to do it all at once. And you can go back. Like the thing I like about the modules and the workbooks are you can go back and really like glean from them what you need. So even when Six Figure Ambition ends, I know that I have the one about Facebook ads. So I'll go back and like re-examine that one if I need that. And then the community is super supportive. So you post in there, you usually get some feedback really pretty quickly. You would always give feedback within like 24 hours, which was phenomenal. And it was just a really supportive program. I do not regret my investment at all. It's super worth it.